Welcome to the Kumpfy Life. My name is Jacob, and this is part 4 of Kumpfy Konstruction, remodeling our bathroom. Yes, I am laying on the floor. I am just laying on it for the last time before I rip it out. So, anyways, that's super uncomfortable. So, today we are going to be taking the floor out. There were some rotted pieces. I think I showed you in the last video here, just that this is not doing so good behind where the toilet was. So fortunately it did not go down into the subfloor. I just have to rip up the plywood and the layers that are on there. And that should be a whole lot of fun. And then I'm going to do a little more plumbing, nothing with water lines too much, except, well, actually I'm going to be installing the valve for the shower on those lines for that. And then also this down here, I'm going to be switching over the pipe for the shower drain over to 2-inch and put a new P-trap in there and see if I can get at least the base of this aligned for the shower. So that's what I'm going to be working on, and then we'll see if we get to anything else today. Who knows? It's always an adventure, right? Oh yeah, and if you really like this video, don't forget to
like, comment, subscribe.
Man, they're cute, aren't they? I mean, it's worth the likes and the comments and the subscription just because of them, right? Okay, enough of that. Let's rip this floor apart. So the vinyl is out. Exposed the plywood through here. You can see that's a pretty yucky spot there, so I'm definitely gonna have to rip all that out. But the best part of this, because I'm so easily amused, sticky things. This is gonna be good and bad all at the same time. But yeah, I'll try not to amuse myself too much by sticking my feet to the floor, and I'm gonna keep ripping this floor out. That was cool. Nothing like a straight cut. Did you see that? There were like sparks shooting out there. I must have been hitting some nails or something under there. It was kind of knocking me off my straight line there, but you know, I'll make it work. It's a little smoky in here now. Got the window open, you can hear the birds chirping. Alright, well, let's just keep going. This is the face of frustration. Well, I got most of the layers off, and looking here, the wood is decently solid, and so I think we're good because there's even another layer below that, and I can get to the bottom there and support even from the back side too. So strength-wise, I don't think we're gonna have an issue. But if you see here, oh my goodness, these are staples, because they used staples back in the day all the time for things. They are such a pain in the butt to try to get out. And I've got them all around here, all working through this way. So I'm gonna have to pull each one of those things out one at a time, because there's no other good way of doing it. So a fairly simple job turns into a very long, tedious thing. Just what I wanted. Okay, all of those staples have been removed. I've cleaned everything up over here. As you can see, there's no more staples, just a bunch of little holes through there. And yeah, looking at this, this is a little bit softer, but like I said before, there is another layer there, and I can actually come up from underneath and give some more support there. Plus there's going to be a whole other sheet of plywood, new fresh plywood that's coming on here. So I feel pretty good about it, and I'll just have to end up going through with new plywood to match the level with everything there, but it should work out just fine. Whew. Avoided a potential catastrophe of needing to take care of a lot more than I thought I was going to. But while I'm waiting for a piece of plywood to come right now, I'm going to turn my attention over here to the P-trap over there, because I'm going to convert that over into 2-inch, which you can kind of see right there. And I'll have to cut everything up and start attaching that. So I'm going to work on that now. So if you see here, put the base in, and when we're looking at it, the old surround must have just been over a little bit more as far as the size of that thing. So I'm gonna have to come through and just cut a little bit of this out of the way. And then when I put the 2-inch in, I'll make sure that it just reaches over to fit into this opening. So shouldn't be too bad, but yeah, with new things coming through, just a little bit different, but shouldn't be too bad. All right, so we're down low, back in the basement here. I'm gonna cut off the old 1.5 inch here and the P-trap that goes into that. I gotta leave a little bit of space on there so that I can put my adapter on, so that I can convert that from 1.5 inch over to 2 inches right there. So I'm gonna start cutting that up. I knew there was a reason I put a towel down. There's that lovely smell again. It's always good to dry fit everything before you put any kind of cement that will bond permanently for things, because you're in big trouble otherwise then. So, we'll see how this fits. That looks pretty good. I'm pretty satisfied with that, but I'm still not going to put everything together until I actually have the surround in the exact same, or in the exact place it needs to be, because that could be a big boo-boo too. So, all right, moving back up top. Okay, well, as you can see, got the pipe sticking up through there. Obviously, it's not going to stick up that high. It's going to actually be right below the surface of that. But I just wanted to make sure I had enough and that it was going to fit in that spot. So that's good. The plywood has arrived, and of course, nothing is simple again. So if you see, here's plywood in 2 foot by 2 foot sections, because supply chain and all that kind of stuff. So honestly, it might work out better this way, because I can just kind of piece things together, and I should be able to use 4 pieces total to fit through on everything there. So it may work better that way. I don't know. That's all I got though, so we're gonna go with it. Time to start measuring and cutting. And don't forget, measure twice, cut once. Not the other way around. I hope. Here we go. One thing my dad has taught me is that when there's goofy things, you got to get creative. So what I'm doing here to figure it out is putting a piece of paper over there, tracing around the circle, and then I'm going to cut it out, and I'm going to use that on my piece of wood to trace out exactly where I need to cut around on here. I think it's pretty smart. We'll see if it actually works. Like a glove. shabby. Obviously, I've got to screw those down so they're nice and secure and flat. These boards are a little bit warped, but that's not going to be a big deal once we screw them down. I'm also going to have to cut a few thin strips just along the back there, and then where the tub is going to meet right here, I've got a little bit of a gap as well. So I'll just cut some strips in there, tack those in. Shouldn't be a problem at all. But for right now, that's enough for today. I thought it was going to be a fairly smooth day. I was gonna put that valve in too, but that's not gonna happen today. Cause, well, adventure, right? So hey, the floor needed to get done. I'm glad that I got it taken care of. It's gonna be secure and safe for Grandma, so that is the best thing that we can do at this point. But with that being said, I am done for today. I am going to rest and watch some Obi-Wan, because I'm a big geek, but whatever. Anyways, I'm tired. I'm rambling on. In the immortal words of the Kumpfy, adventure. See ya.